enjoying the little things, doing things right now and not procrastinating, and letting go of toxic people are the three things that I learned in 2023 that will make my 2024 even more successful and so much better. Hi there, everyone. My name is Mia, and I'm an executive assistant, now an operations manager, as I was just promoted in 2023. I am also a content creator, an online course creator, a career coach, and a public speaker. And of course, on a personal note, I am a wife, been with my husband for going 20 years now. I'm a mother of a 19-year-old daughter. I am a fur mom to 3 dogs. I am also a sister, a friend, a cousin, a niece, a daughter. Hobbies that I do is reading books, hanging out with friends, traveling, and watching movies and series. Oh, and going Starbucks hopping with my husband and my daughter over the weekends. 2023 was definitely a mix of a lot of ups and a lot of downs, and then ups again and downs, wins and losses. I guess it's not just me, but I think it's a regular thing. It doesn't just we don't just box it in 1 year, but I think our year definitely, for it to be an exciting year and a memorable one, would consist of a lot of wins and losses and ups and downs. And that's my 2023. But I've learned that no matter what life brings you, it's always important that you learn something from it and you make sure that your next day, your next week, your next month, your next year, your next decade is going to be so much better than the last one. So in 2023, I focused more on personal and career growth, which is why I have successfully been promoted to an operations manager, which is I'm very, very grateful for Athena for giving me this opportunity to prove my worthiness and my skill and capability in this position. It's something that I'm going to focus on for 2024 to make sure that I become an amazing operations manager within the Athena family. But not just that, 2023 was also the time that I gave back to my mother. My mom has been such a great inspiration and has been such a great cheerleader all throughout my content creator journey. She has been there since day one, always cheering me on. I think she is the number one viewer of all of my YouTube content videos. She always shares everything that I post online. So I made sure that I give back to her in any way that I can in 2023, and we're going to still do that in 2024. I'm also giving back to my siblings, Rex and Amir. Shout out to both of you. I'm trying to be closer to them, trying to make more memories with them, my mom and my siblings, and definitely 2024 is going to be so much better for our little family. And of course, my husband and my daughter, I am very, very thankful for all of their support, their patience, their understanding about my time. They know that I give so much time into my career and my personal branding and my content creation, and they have been such great supporters. My husband is just like my mom, who's also my cheerleader. Same goes for my amazing daughter. You know how us parents are always the one who reminds our kids about us being proud of them. But my daughter always reminds me of how proud she is of me, and that it's something that, always keeps me going because, at the end of the day, it's amazing to be a great example and a great influence to your kids. So shout out to my amazing daughter. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support that you have given me throughout this crazy journey. I have a lot more people to thank, but let's get into our topic for today. Stay up until the end of this this video because I have a lot more people to thank. So you better watch out for that. So let's recap the top 3 things that I learned in 2023 that's going to make 2024 so much better. First things first is always enjoy the little things. My senior operations manager, Kirk, when he started our weekly catch up, the first thing that he always asks is what is your wins and what are your losses for the past week or the past few days. And he always reminds us that no matter how small the win is, you can always definitely consider it as a win, which is why enjoying the little things is something that I learned in 2023 that I'm definitely going to bring with me going to 2024 and onwards. A big win for me in 2023 is, of course, the financial freedom that I definitely worked hard for. And having this big win has given me the opportunity to create small wins, like booking a flight to a destination we've never been to. I'm now able to purchase all of the tickets for my whole family, book a hotel for all of my family. I can impulsively book a ticket next week going to Bohol, going to Davao. Our family and I, we love to travel, and being able to bring my family, my whole family along with me to these travels and not worrying about saving up for it or not worrying about where am I going to get the money to purchase the tickets or how much do I need to save? Finally, I'm able to bring them wherever destination we want to go. But this is just locally. For now, I'm not yet that rich, but we are aiming that high for 2024. We are going to aim and go to an international country by 2024 and bring along my family with me. Now, that's my big win in 2023. But I do have a lot of small wins that I definitely do celebrate with my family. I remember before, my mom used to say how the kids of her friends, whenever they go out, they would pay for the dinner, they would pay for the lunch. My mom's friend will just, go along with her kids and her kids will be paying for everything. I have never been able to do that for my mom until I became a freelancer, until I became a content creator. And I started freelancing in 2021. So that's just short of 3 years. But now I'm able to take my mom anywhere, tell her not to bring her wallet anymore, that I got this. I bring her to the salon. I bring her to the nail salon. I bring her to dinners, to lunches. I treat her coffee. I treat her some groceries. So those things are such small wins, but such a big deal for you. And I love doing that. Not just for my mom. I'm able to do that for my husband, for my siblings, for my daughter. With my siblings, especially a shout out to the youngest one whenever he texts me and says, "Hey ate, can I have money?" And I'm like, what do you need it for? And then when he's going to say, "Oh, I need this for this one," then I'm able to send him money. I can never do that before, which is such an amazing thing and such an amazing feeling. So all of these small things, it's very important to enjoy them and not take them for granted, because those are the things that make you happy and make others happy. And those others are the very important people in your life. So make sure that you enjoy those little things, because enjoying the little things definitely has a great impact in your life. The next thing that I learned in 2023 that also had a great impact in my life is making sure that I do things right now and do not procrastinate. I am a major procrastinator. I am such a procrastinator that sometimes I receive an email, even a work email, sometimes I receive an email and thinking, I'm just going to read this later. I don't know why my brain works like that, but I usually do that. Like, I get an email, I scan it, don't really read it, leave it unread, and then I'll go back to them in the next few days. Except for urgent stuff. Even with content creation, I'm like, Before I start recording videos, I make sure that everything, my desk is clean, everything is ready. I'm done with my makeup. I make sure that I'm made up. I make sure that I'm dressed well. And then I create a list of content that I want to shoot. And then I'm not going to shoot them for months, or I'm not going to shoot anything for months. That really had a negative impact in terms of the growth of my social media and my personal branding. I've procrastinated with a lot of different things, from cleaning the house, from working out, from starting a diet. I've procrastinated with all those things. And the only thing, when I was doing my year end reflection, creating this content, I've realized that everything that I procrastinated on had a negative impact in my life in some way or the other. So, what I learned and what I'm going to start right now, especially when I started to realize that procrastination had a negative impact in my life, is that I have to make sure that I do things right now. Starting from creating content, first thing that I did, I internalized what is it that's stopping me from creating content. Number one is lighting in my room. That is the thing that I hated most. Microphone that I was using, I hated how my microphone sounded. That's why I was so lazy to create content. So what I did was I set up lights on my office. I made sure that those lights are already situated in the area that they will be at when I started shooting. And then I invested on the nice microphone that I have been dreaming of. And here we have our very amazing microphone, Hyper Quadcast XS. HyperX Quadcast. This is my dream microphone, and I purchased it, invested on it, paying for it on an installment basis. Bought this light back here, my neon light that says Mia Juan, so that I have that purple and pink light background that I always wanted. And I made sure that I just, with one click of those lights, one pull of this microphone, and turning on my neon light, I can start recording. Lesser time fixing things. Oh, and another thing, I made sure not to be too conscious about my makeup. So, what I did, I just put on some blush, a lip tint, and a lip gloss or a lip balm, and that's it. I am like not gonna think about those things. There's definitely filter on my camera right now, so I don't have to worry how I look like. And voila, little by little, I'm starting to recover from being a perpetual procrastinator. Same goes with working out. I very grateful enough that Athena gave me a standing desk. I was able to purchase a really affordable walking pad. My mom owns a treadmill. I can work out here at home just by walking, since I have PCOS. I cannot do HIIT workouts. I can only do walking, very, very chill workouts. I purchased a really beautiful yoga mat because I love doing yoga. So I don't have now any excuse to not work out. And I also have an app, a Zero app on my phone that keeps track of my intermittent fasting. So I made sure I have all of the tools that I need so that I can stop procrastinating. All you have to do is just recognize the important things in your life that is experiencing a negative effect because of your being a procrastinator, and identify the things or the tools that will help you stop procrastinating. I also love watching YouTube podcasts or YouTube videos that will help you in terms of creating good habits and getting over procrastination. I always listen to them on a day-to-day basis, or not day-to-day, but I always listen to them whenever I do my treadmill walking instead of listening to music. And that really helped me get over all of the negative habits that I have. So make sure that you do things right then and there. If you can do things already right then and there, don't wait for later, because it's just going to be sitting there for weeks and months, and just waiting for you to get it over with. And the longer that you leave it there, the worse it's going to be for you because you won't accomplish anything. You won't move forward. You won't be upskilling. You won't be earning more because you keep leaving things behind. So make sure that you start creating that checklist and check them off on a daily basis. So stop procrastinating and start doing things right now. Even if it's not yet 2024 and you're watching this in 2023, don't wait for the New Year's. Don't wait for Monday. If you're watching this on a Wednesday, then start it today on a Wednesday. Just stop procrastinating and just start doing things now. You will definitely feel so much better once you start checking off everything one by one off of your to-do lists. Now, the most important lesson that I learned in 2023, I already actually learned this in 2020 at the start of the pandemic, but I think you keep relearning it every year, and that is letting go of toxic people in your life. If you feel like this particular person is bringing you down and is not beneficial for your mental well-being, your whole well-being, that person is not giving any positive vibes, just let them go. Just say, okay, I'm not going to talk to you anymore. I'm going to block you on all of my social media platforms. I don't want to see your face because whenever I see your face, I am stressed out. I don't want to hear you, even if, people think that, oh my God, Mia, you're such a bad person because you're ignoring him or her. I'm like, no, I'm not a bad person. I'm actually a good person because I am actually stopping that person to be a bad person towards me. I'm giving that person a room to grow and just try to do good things with others, because whenever they're facing me, they're giving me such anxiety, they're giving off such a negative vibe, and they're always saying bad things about me and all of those things. So if I give them distance, they will start doing good and they will start flourishing on their own, and so would I. So always think of it that way, that whenever you let go of toxic people, it's really a blessing, not just for you, but a blessing for that person as well, right? And also, don't be afraid to let go of toxic family members. Most, especially in the Filipino culture, most of our family members are the toxic ones. We actually consider our friends more of a family than our actual family. So let them go. You don't have to talk to them. You don't have to attend any of their birthdays. You don't have to attend your holidays. Just to give you an example, when I started letting go of, I'm going to be straightforward. I started letting go of several family members. And I made sure that I'm not going to pretend like everything's okay. I actually stopped attending their birthdays. I actually stopped attending or celebrating holidays with them. And I started creating own traditions with the family that's very close to me. My mom and my brothers. And of course, my husband and my daughter. And the friends that I now consider family. So make sure that you recognize the people that you don't want to be with, and also recognize and give importance to the people that's very close to your heart. When it comes to friendships, you don't have to be friends with everybody. You don't have to keep in touch and say hello to everybody. I have friends in college and in high school. Hello to my EXO ladies. I don't see them as often as they see each other. That's because I'm on a different track of my life right now. But I'm still in their group chats. Whenever they have milestones, I try to be as present as I can. My best friend since I was 6 years old. We don't see each other every day. Hello there, Chi. We don't talk to each other every day, but the friendship is still there. You don't have to be with them every weekend. You just have to be there and make sure that when they call you, you're present. When they need you, you're present. right? That's what friendships are for. Right now, I have a set of friends who is in the same direction as I am, who is in the same industry as I am, wherein we're trying to learn from each other, trying to spend more time with each other because right now we're in the same direction. We're trying to build a network within the virtual community. We're trying to improve our personal branding. We're trying to, help each other out in terms of our content creation. And my friends from high school, my friends from college, they're not in the same direction as I am. So we don't have anything in common as of right now. But I still consider them as friends. They're still my best friends. They're still my barkada. And I'm not going to scratch them off just because we're in different directions, right? So take note as well to make sure that we don't only check on red flags with people that we're trying to be in a relationship with or in a romantic relationship with, but also make sure to check off red flags with people within your circle of friends, especially if this is someone that you just met. Make sure that you don't be too starstruck with how much they try to shine. Because, like what Grey's Anatomy says, I think that was Christina Yang who was saying to Meredith that he's not the sun, but you are.
You are a gifted surgeon with an extraordinary mind. Don't let what he wants eclipse what you need. He's very dreamy, but he is not the sun. You are.
Make sure that you always recognize your own shine and not be blinded by how much of a sun shine others are. So, yeah, let go of toxic people. Do it on a yearly basis. Very lucky if you don't encounter anybody that you want to let go of for one whole year. But sometimes it does happen. A lot can happen in a span of 365 days. So make sure that you try to recognize who are the most important people in your life. Look, if I am toxic to you, go and let me go. I can remember I have this best friend since I was in grade 6. And we got into a really big fight when we were adults already. And I was trying to apologize and trying to start rekindle the friendship. But it looks like this friend of mine really finds me or considers me as a very toxic person and doesn't want me to be part of her life. And I do respect that. I did apologize. I did try to reach out, but I did recognize the fact that I'm someone who is giving her stress, who's giving her anxiety. So I'm going to respect her boundaries. And if she doesn't want to, rekindle the friendship or accept my apology, I'm definitely going to respect her for that because I'm also in the process of trying to let go of people. And I also expect that if I let go of toxic people in my life, they would also respect my decision. So that's how you should always do that. If you want to let go of toxic people, you should also be able to recognize if other people considers you as a toxic person. We cannot be perfect or we cannot be the best. Not everyone is going to love us. There would always be a person out there who's not going to like your personality or your characteristic. So if that someone is within your group of friends or within the group of your family or your relatives, then just make sure that you recognize and you respect that person's boundary and you just say, I'm sorry, I'm a toxic person to you. I'm going to keep my distance so that you can live your life peacefully and happily. It's a two-way street. It's not that just you who's going to let go of toxic people, but you also have to recognize when you are the one who's being toxic and give space to the people that you are offending. And those are the 3 things that I learned from 2023 that I'm definitely going to always remember to make sure that my 2024 is going to be so much better. And since you watched up until the end of this video, I would like to also thank all of the friends who have been with me through 2023, my amazing friends within my network of remote workers. First up, I would like to thank Tracy. Tracy, my social media manager and my great friend, you have been such an amazing person. You helped me with my branding, with my growth, with my content creation. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be this successful in my personal branding and my content creation journey. I don't know how to thank you enough, but I would just like you to know how much I appreciate you. I don't say it enough to you on a day to day basis. I don't say it. I know sometimes I don't say it whenever you post content, whenever you do things for me, but I would just like you to remember that I always appreciate you every day. And I love you so much, Tracy. You are the best. Next person I would like to thank is my amazing Ariel. Ariel, you have been such a great partner throughout what, 5 years, 5 or 6 years? You made sure that MJ will survive. MJ Weddings and Events will survive even without me being present all the time. And I know, just like with Tracy, I don't say it as often as I want to, but you have been such an amazing part of my life. I love you so much. I promise that whatever success I have, you will be right there with me. So thank you so much. To my network, my personal learning network, as Mary says, thank you for being my source of inspiration, always pushing me to the best of my capabilities. To all of my personal learning networks, and that would be Mary, Jace, AJ, Ambo, Ali, Rowena, Sheila, Gretel, Ben, James, Toby, all of the people I've been with in freelance content creation, Bacolod, friends I'm going to be with in Cebu. You are such a great inspiration all throughout this freelance journey. I've learned so much from you, and I really, really do cherish this friendship. Thank you so much for your patience with me. Keep inspiring, guys. I have learned so much from you, and I really, really love you from the bottom of my heart. I also would like to take this opportunity to thank EVA community, EVA Academy, all of you guys who's watching right now, who are following me, who enrolled in my course, trusted in me. Thank you so much. You have given so much purpose in my life. You are also such a great inspiration, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here today. And you are also one of the people who keeps me going, because I know that I am able to help each and every one of you. I would also like to thank all of the brands that trusted me and partnered with me. You know who you are. I'll definitely post all of your logos here. Thank you everyone for your trust and your partnership. I may not be your best collaborator, but definitely I'm going to make it up to you guys, because like I mentioned, I'm not going to procrastinate anymore, and I'm slowly getting the groove in terms of my content creation. And last but definitely not the least, I would like to thank my Athena family, the operations managers I worked with when I was an executive assistant, from Ken, Kate, Ivy, and Ziggy. Thank you so much for being my support system. Thank you so much to the recruitment and the marketing team, Pat and Gio. Thank you so much for your trust. To my current SOM, Kirk, as well as the operations directors, Leica and Odimads. Thank you so much for all of your trust and support. And of course, shout out to Athena's CEOs and COO and C-level executives, Rob, Chris, and Candy. Thank you so much for your support as well. I am so humbled all the time and so very proud to be part of this amazing company, because without Athena as well, I know I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't have this brand. I won't have the support of this community and the audience that I have right now if it wasn't for Athena. Thank you so much for entrusting me with promoting and being an ambassador of Athena. I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So 2023, you have been such an amazing year. Thank you so much for all of the blessings. Lord, I always pray to you every day. Thank you so much for always guiding me. And I love everyone for all of your support. And here we go for 2024. Happy holidays, guys, and Happy New Year. Have a blast. I hope you all had an amazing 2023. And I'll see you all in 2024. Bye. Ano to? Year-end review na. Anyway, andito na tayo eh. Naiiyak ako. Okay, hindi tayo iiyak for today's video. Oreo, you know how as parents, pwede mo isama yon, Trace? Pwede mo isama yon? Ayun, okay. Tapos ko yan. Capabilities. Oreo, am I forgetting anyone? I'm so bad with names. Again. Yun na, Tracy. Naiiyak ako. Am I forgetting anyone?